Greetings to you.
Save your whistling for the cows, you lout.
Hail Mary.
Greetings, my friend.
Where did you say the lads who found the water goblin's treasure go swimming?
Near the pier on the Rock Tower Pond.
I'm afraid I've got bad news. I found the lads, but they were dead. They drowned.
Christ almighty. I told them they should have returned the treasure. Those poor lads. Such foolishness. Thanks anyway. I'll let the Troskovitz gravedigger know. He'll bury them. What will it be?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
We hold a fight club here sometimes. Would you like...
That's why I'm here. The Miller Crazel from Lower Semine sent me.
Wonderful. He boasted he'd be sending a real tough fella this time, so I'm interested in seeing what you've got. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. I'd like to try the fights here.
And did Crazel give you enough money?
He did. Here it is.
Excellent. Then the fights can begin. Or they could. But as I said, old Fiala is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right then. I'll see what I can do.
Same to you.
Innkeeper, a beer!
God bless you.
You're a bit picky. How can I help you?
I'm looking for your husband, Fiala.
Do you want to shave? Fiala's the best barber in the area, but I recommend you take a proper bath first. One of the girls will take you under her wing and will work out a price for you. What do you say?
I need him for the fights.
Oh, so that's what this is about. He's staying home. I need him here to watch out for the girls.
But we can't start without him.
And it serves you right. Find some more intelligent entertainment.
Crush.
What would you like?
I'm looking for your husband.
Do you want to shave? One of the...
I just want to speak with him.
He has too much work. If you want to say something to him, tell me, and I'll pass it on.
Well, the thing is, we're expecting him for the fights. And now the whole tavern is waiting for him. I was supposed to come here and get him.
So Lawrence isn't going to leave us in peace? Nothing doing. I told him clearly. He's staying home.
But we can't start without him.
And it serves you right. Find some more...
Why don't you want to allow Fiala to fight?
Because he always beats everybody up. Then the lads are all black and blue, and the girls don't have a lot of business. Putting poultices on bruises isn't going to pay for a new roof.
Have no fear. If you let him go, I'll give him such a going over he won't want to fight ever again.
Well, you seem like you might be able to manage that. But don't go and cripple him or anything. He has a lot of work to do here.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
All right, then. Take Fiala with you. But this time, it really is the last time.
I'm looking for the barber, Fiala.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Get up! Let's go and fight!
Really? So Dorothy allowed it?
She said she'd let you go this one last time.
That's my girl. Let's go. We can't keep the lads waiting.
Davon hätte ich gern noch mehr, bitte. Ah, so you changed your mind?
A musician and a fighter. You don't see that every day.
When you spend as much time as I do in Kneipen und Schenken and catch so many Schläge, you learn to return them.
No, I get that. But why are you fighting for money?
I've been here a long time and I would like to travel a bit further. Every groschen helps.
Where are you headed?
Gutenberg, Prag, Wien, wherever my feet will take me. Or a willing foreman will carry me. So maybe I shall end up in the next tavern, or in the Dunghaufen behind the village.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see. Meine Nase! Keep dancing. Oh Gott! Ich wurde... Haha, ich poliere dir deine Fresse. Ja. Ich schleif dich...
Goodman, come here for a moment.
You gave me a beating. If you broke meine grazilen Finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ah, yeah. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
Goodman, come here for a moment. Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
What do you need?
One of the fighters, named Bohunek, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be able to sit for at least a week.
And why? Did something happen?
He often comes to see me, pretends he likes me, but last time he came drunk. He ordered a bath, something to eat and drink, but then he suddenly knocked the tray out of my hand and started groping me.
Wait, he...
No, luckily not. But when I pulled away from him, he hit me so hard I thought he'd knock my eye out.
Bastards like that should get a proper beating. Hitting girls.
So you'll give him a hiding?
You better believe it. He won't put his hands on you anymore.
Thank you. Then come and see me. I'll figure out a way to repay you.
Have you come to get your ass kicked? Yanez is a weakling. Try fighting against me.
What do you enjoy about fighting so much?
What do I know? Sometimes it's just fun to punch someone, and it makes quite an impression on the girls. When a man has a sound punch, a girl feels safer with him.
Well, I don't know about that. Anna said she didn't feel very safe with you.
Ah, the stories women tell. You can't believe everything.
So she got those bruises from someone else?
Why do you care if someone hit that harlot a few times? I'm sure she deserved it.
Well, at least I have a reason to beat 7 shades of shit out of you.
You just try it, you hero.
Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do. Here you go.
And now pray. Take that! Get a move on you, snail! Go fuck yourself! You're going down, I
You've
tell
no
you.
chance against me!
Shut up! Just you wait. Get a move on you, snail! You're going down, I tell you. You're going down, I tell you. My, that lad's a kicker. You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
Could it?
I think Bahunak won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
Enough of a licking to make him think twice about troubling you next time.
Thank you. I feel better already. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew clothes and wounds.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something.
God bless you.
Could it be?
Does your Dorothy hold you back a bit?
Think whatever you want, but she turned me into a decent bloke. She's only trying to keep me away from temptation.
And what were you before?
A drunken good-for-nothing who could even lose his own soul at dice.
So what did she see in you?
That's a long story, but it involves Dorothy, me, a pitchfork, and the R's of one uppity customer.
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right?
The bet sounds good.
That's what I like to see.
knock your whiskers right off your face.
You can't take me!
We'll see about that. I'll sort you out nicely. Take that! Let me enjoy this one last time.
My granny can punch harder than you.
You call yourself... Good day.
Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I want to know your trick for elastic.
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
I'd like to learn...
What are you in?
I'd like to learn some holes.
Great. Let's get to it. Learning...
Greetings.
It happens. Which way are...
What would you like?
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying. But you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're the best.
What? I won, didn't I?
Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the tavern that there's this odd fella that lives near Bukovina. They say he could beat the devil himself if he ever met him.
That sounds like a tall tale.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina, and his name is... it starts with B. Bartholomew, Bronislav, or something like that.
And if I beat this Bartholomew or Bronislav,
Then there'll be no doubt you're the best fighter in the region.
what's going on around here, innkeeper?
Nothing really new. If you're looking for work, look somewhere else.
What a... Greetings to you.
I heard you have some clothes here that belong to Miller Crazel.
You're damn right I do. They're here waiting for him. Only I had to put them away in a chest in the loft. So I don't have to be constantly reminded of the debt Crazel racked up here. Taking his bloody time he is, the bastard. Those rags have been here for so long, the rats have got into them. Why do you care about them so much anyway?
The miller mentioned them. Said I could take them.
Are you his new lackey or what? Did Zinnek start to get on his nerves?
Well,
Look, I don't really care who takes them. They're a bunch of boring rags. But if you only knew how much work it was to wash out them particular black stains and sew up the burn holes, And most of all, to wash out that awful stench of rotten eggs. Ugh. Along with Crazel's debt, it'll cost you this much, including the price of soap.
Ah, come on, Dorothy.
What is it?
Well, I'm sure I could get you the groschen. I have a feeling you prefer a more steady supply of silver.
What do you mean?
You're looking at a fellow who meets with all sorts of important people in the region. And these people ask him, "Where did you get such beautifully clean clothes, good sir?" And he honestly answers, "Well, from Dorothy and Jellyov, of course. She washes your clothes so gently and thoroughly, you'll feel like you're wrapped in a feather quilt. And trust me, I'm willing to pay for comfort like that."
And this fella's supposed to be you?
Wasn't that obvious?
I'm not sure. Where you're from, they call beggars good sir. Or are you trying to tell me that a yokel like you meets with nobles? Even in Trotsky itself? Puh. If I was the Chamberlain, I'd throw piss on you at first sight. I wouldn't be surprised if you and Crazel already tried that, judging by how them rags stink. Either way, if you want them, you'll have to pay off his debt. Otherwise, you can take your leave.
About Crazel's...
You seem right. Oh, we had to wash them 7 times to get that stench of rot.
I might be...
Well, it seems...
Fine, I'll pay. My God, that's a price fit for a king's wardrobe.
I told you, that's including the debt. You can sort that out with the miller yourself. Here's the key to the chest in the loft. There's some other forgotten rags lying around near it. That's how you'll recognize it. What are you giving me that look for? You're not going to make me go up and get them, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I'd like to use your services.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Great, but it'll cost you.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Do you accept?
Now that's nearly... Excellent. You won't regret it, sir. Ugh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
Damn. These are some fine thieving clothes.
What do you do? I would...
Have you causing trouble here, laddie? Cough up some coin, or we'll report you to the bailiff.
Damn. These are some fine thieving clothes.
Christ!
Sort this out. You won't just get away with this. Enough! I give up!
Perfect place for a little nap. What a nice maypole. It'd be a shame if something...
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Really, very nice.
I'll say, the best in the country. Do you know why?
No?
Because it's the only one. We toppled the one in Zhelyov They never saw it coming. Nobody gets the better of us. I don't think they're going to try anything after that beating anyway. Even if they do, Henrik will raise the alarm and we'll kick their asses again. What'll it be this fine morning?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. God's wounds, lad. What's wrong with you? You're standing there like a fence post. You've got to move it around. Back and forth. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. You can tell the temperature by the color. But you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. What is it? You're not tired, are you? Could you hurry it up a bit? That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Oh, Jesus, it has to be even! Henry, focus! Give it a try! Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
I wish you a pleasant day.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Up now, so come over to the anvil. Christ, what? See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell good strike by the sound it makes. Ring you want. Christ, what? The ring you want. Sparks. That's the stuff. The ring you want. Well struck. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. are flying nice. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.